That leaves me just to make sure we get the alphabet right. Do I have the Indiana Pacers? This is
You
going to be a
do.
fun one.
Did you actually do the Pacers?
Um,
Otherwise, I can do the Pacers.
I did do the
Okay.
Pacers, and this was also kind of tricky, but I went with Jalen Smith. And mainly that's because I was pretty sure he was going to be out of the league, and the Suns treated him as if they wanted him to be out of the league by not picking up his option. So start there. But he had, I think the other night, he had a 15-15 game. He's basically averaging like 13 and 8. These stats are a couple games old, probably by the time people are hearing this. 13 and 8 with the Pacers. He can shoot from three. Like he's kind of now what he looked like he might be on draft night. And like if he hit like his 80th percentile projection, because he is providing stretch. He is finishing more than half his shots overall. He still has the 7'2" wingspan. He's kind of springy. And like, if you watch some of the Pacers are playing just nothing but meaningless minutes right now. And that's easy. It's easy to use those to make a guy who maybe should be out of the league look like he belongs. But there are stretches where he kind of gets the ball and he'll pump and go. And then it's kind of Christian Wood-ish a little bit, not that Christian Wood is any great, comparison, but like, I think most people would have thought that Smith just wasn't going to be a rotation guy based on how little he played for Phoenix and, just how sort of insubstantial his contributions were. But I think he might actually be a guy that's in a rotation with upside to do more than that, which is kind of what you hoped for when he was drafted where he was in the lottery. So it's a tiny sample, but that's a pretty good way to make an underrated pick. And then if he ends up sucking later, you can say, well, but he was good for a while. So that's kind of where I'm at on that one.
He did have like that 2 or 3 game stretch in Phoenix this year where he just was putting up a ton of points as well. I've not seen enough of him with the Pacers. I've more focused on literally everybody else, including Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield there, to know like whether those numbers and what he's doing is actually meaningful. I am a little bit upset that you didn't pick Oshae Brissett, who is like one of those guys that makes you want to watch what happens away from the ball at both ends. And he's like basically positionless. He can defend almost every position on the defensive end. He can give you some shooting in low volumes. He can give you some just like secondary ball handling. He'll come out of like nowhere to grab these offensive. He's a freaking workaholic, and I love watching him. And I'm gonna be forever mad that you didn't pick him. So I just wanted to get that out of the way.
I thought I'd let you have it since clearly you like him so much.